Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your December 2023 Tarotscope reading for your North Node by sign and house. And this is going to be for the second half of December, from December 16th through the 31st. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn and experience in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life and much more accurate in tarot readings than your sun, moon, or ascendant. Now, you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. So with that, we can begin the reading. I'm going to connect to the energies. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Aries and or North Node in the first house. This is going to be your second half December 2023 Tarotscope reading. Okay, so the spread represents the second half of December, and the card that popped out for you, North Node in Aries or the first house, is the Lover's card. And this card, it not only represents romantic relationship, but it represents relationships of all kinds also. Even, not only family, friends, but even like, business partnerships it could be. But for the vast majority, it is all about relationships, and it does kind of start with your closest, like love, romantic relationships, and then kind of goes on from there. So the second half of December, it's all about that for you North Nodes and Aries or the first house. Now your timeline cards are: you've got the Three of Swords reversed, you've got the Ace of Cups reversed, and you've got the Nine of Cups upright. What I'm seeing here for you is that I feel like for some of you there could be some issues regarding relationships, okay, that you are having to deal with. So it could be a little bit more challenging. Others of you are overcoming that, okay? It's kind of dependent on everybody that has this North Node. They're at a different place in their life. Not everyone is the same, although you're kind of going to the same place, generally speaking, with this North Node. It can come about in different ways in different times within the timeline. With the Three of Swords reversed, a lot of this has to do with healing is taking place from, and then the Ace of Cups reversed, healing is taking place from, emotional wounds. But the thing that's really going on here is it's kind of getting you to see what it is you really need out of your relationships in your life, and where it is that you want to go, because challenges, they're not always negative, although yeah, they can actually, negatives are not always negative, okay, because you can, something negative happens, but it opens you the door up, or opens you up in a different way to move forward. I mean, we've seen this and heard many times throughout life, different people, a negative situation was actually a positive because it took the person into a better, different direction. And that's what I'm seeing for this Nine of Cups. This traditionally is called the Wish card, and this is emotional fulfillment, um, and it's what you desire and what you need. Okay, so ultimately, no matter what's taking place the second half of December, it's getting you to a better place eventually. Okay, even if there are challenges. Now, this is all about your South Node, okay? Because on this channel, I talk a lot about, the challenges of the South Node because it's something that has been overused in past lives by us, and it's something that needs to be um, kind of gotten under control. But there are gifts within the South Node. We do have skills, we do have superpowers. So we always have those and they have to be used properly. Now, with your advice cards, I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like you're able to become stronger within your relationships if you will allow yourself without losing the gifts you have of your Libra South Node or South Node in the seventh house. And that's what this Empress card is saying here. You can see that the sigil for the planet Venus is here. And, this is, on a stone heart. And this is all about the strength and superpower you have in the ability to love with an open heart, to approach relationships open heartedly, and to be helpful to people. Okay, and what's happening now is you're seeing that maybe a lot of you with these challenges that are going on, you're seeing that you deserve much more than you've gotten, maybe, or there's things that you're ready to step into your power more. Um, of what the future that you want within your relationships. Okay, but I feel like ultimately this is all positive. With this Lovers upright, you have the Empress here, and you have the Nine of Cups upright. This is getting you into your power, even though there could be some challenges. So, for example, this is a quick example off the top of my head. Let's say that between now and the end of the year, um, at the end of December, let's say that something in one of your relationships kind of comes to a head and there's some sort of an issue or problem. And it might feel very uncomfortable, but this could be like one of the things where it's like the final straw, where it's like you are going to step into your power and you're not going to allow the relationships in your life to go the way they have, that type of a thing. So that's what I was talking about, where it's like there could be some challenge or some, kind of a negative challenge, but it's pushing you toward a better direction, pushing you into your power. It's kind of like, think of, we've all seen this in, different movies or stories where I'll take like a child playing a sport, and they try to do something and they try to catch the ball, or they get knocked down or whatever, and they brush themselves off and they get more determined. They might get knocked down again, or they drop the ball again. They just keep getting up. But with each time they get up, they become more and more determined. I mean, I know we've all seen this in movies where you just get up and you're like, okay, that's what this is. This is like getting your resolve. For a lot of you, what happened is maybe you took the weaker path. Maybe when you got knocked down, you're like, well, okay, and you just took the more passive route or something, and you're not willing to do that anymore. And it doesn't mean you have to leave your loving self, your the part of you that gets along with people, okay? But it does mean kind of stepping into your power. Now, the other advice card is the reverse tower. And that's why I was saying with there could be something that happens that triggers this in for you to step into your power finally. So I think for each of you, there's going to be something. It could be, excuse me, in a romantic relationship. Maybe your romantic relationship's fine. So it could be a work relationship with a boss or a supervisor or a coworker. It could be a family member, or a friend, but each of you, trust me, between now and the end of December, you're going to have at least one of these things pop up. Just remember, when it pops up, what you're doing is you're stepping into your power. You're finding out how you can be your best version of yourself, what's good for your heart, what's good for your emotional health. Okay? Because that's what it's all about for you in this lifetime. It's If you have a North Node in Aries or a North Node in the first house, it really is all about you. Because when you become strong within yourself, you become strong for those around you. Okay, so it's important to step into that strong warrior spirit. I've liked to describe it too as like the archetype of the strong mother. You know, so that has the tenderness of the Libra South Node, the lovingness and nurturing and all of that, but at the same time is strong and able to, you know, protect her children, protect the ones she loves, stand up for herself, that type of a thing. So yeah, like that's all this is that's happening. There is going to be the situation that is going to come up that is going to require you to step into your power. But remember to always keep that loving, open heart. But you might have to set boundaries or be, a little tough in this situation and put your foot down, and that's okay. Remember, it's getting you to the best version of yourself, which ultimately will lead to your optimal timeline and your best life. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season full of joy and strength and learning as we all go on our path. If you have any questions in your life that you would like answers to, there's going to be a link for readings in the description box below. Or if you would like your astrological chart analyzed, and I could give you some answers of what has happened in your past, what's happening presently, and what could happen in the future, there's also the link down there for my website. So check that out if you care to. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.